on KEA Kids News.
How proud am I of you, Lydia?
Really proud.
The story of Lydia's leg and how it will be made longer.
What do you think?
And a dirty job. But someone has to do it. We meet the poo-eating dung beetles.
Oh, that hits the spot. I love a good dung burger.
Kia ora, this is Catherine from KEA Kids News. In the news, a 4-year-old Kiwi kid has gone all the way to America to get their leg made longer. Her name's Lydia. She was born with a much shorter right leg. We spoke to her and her mum in Florida. So tell us about Lydia's short leg.
Her thigh bone is shorter than her other thigh bone and her hip doesn't work properly.
So why are you in America?
So the whole goal of us coming over here is to make Lydia's thigh bone longer and longer and longer. And we want to make it 8 centimetres longer than what we started with.
Here's how it's done. Lydia's thigh bone is cut, and metal rods screwed into the bone are slowly pulled apart. This is done little by little 3 times a day.
This is how much it's grown, this big gap here.
So why'd you have to go all the way to America for the operation?
Unfortunately, there's just not really any surgeons in New Zealand that have seen her condition before because it's so complex and so rare. So we weren't able to get the hip surgery done in New Zealand.
So Lydia, what are you missing from New Zealand?
My friends and candy.
And my family.
And my family.
So how long is it going to take Lydia to walk on both legs?
Lydia will still have another 3 or 4 surgeries before she reaches the age of 16. So it won't be until then that she will actually have her 2 feet on the ground and walk with her own 2 feet. But she walks every day as it is, just uses prosthetics to get around at the moment.
The prosthetic is an artificial leg that lets Lydia walk.
I don't mind doing my prosthesis. I walk anyway.
Lydia, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a doctor when I'm older.
And do what?
And like older ladies who have little legs.
She just spends hours and hours and hours being a doctor.
Lydia's trip has cost around $500,000 so far. Her mom and dad had to borrow lots of money from the bank to pay for it. A Give a Little page has helped too.
Thank you.
To everyone that's helped us, we are forever grateful to, and it is a massive journey and a massive amount of money.
And Lydia just reached the 8 centimeters target she was hoping for.
Lydia, it's the final click. Are you super excited?
Yeah.
Should we make it click?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Turn towards Mum. That's it. All done. What do you think? Yay!
So Lauren, how proud of you of your daughter, Lydia?
Oh, how proud am I of you, Lydia?
Really proud.
Really proud. I tell her every day, don't I? She's amazing. She just, you know, like when you want to complain about something, you look at her and you just think, what am I complaining about?
A long recovery still lies ahead for Lydia. We'll keep you posted. This has been Catherine from KEA Kids News.
Kia ora, I'm Chloe.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Caven.
Reporting for KEA Kids News.
Today we're with a farmer
Who's about to let loose?
a bunch of poo-eating bugs.
Cows poo a lot. And one way to get rid of the poo is to eat it. That's what these beetles are for. We're in Aotearoa, Waikato, with farmer Rob Atkinson as his latest tray of dung beetles arrives.
Describe how beetles eating poo helps our environment.
when there's lots and lots of cowpats in a small area, and then if we have heavy rain, it can run off and wash into the rivers. So if we can get the beetles to bury it and we get all the nutrients that are in the cowpat to grow more grass. There's also worms that affect the animals in the dung pats. So if the beetles can dry it all out and bury them all, then they can't infect the animals.
We're going to be the first kids to put these beetles in cowpat. Oh, they look really hungry. Maybe it tastes like McDonald's for them.
Oh, that hits the spot. I love a good dung burger.
Are these your first ever beetles?
No, we got beetles 4 years ago when they first started producing them for commercial sale.
Are dung beetles expensive?
They are quite expensive initially, but they breed and multiply, so in the long term it's a small investment.
How do you get dung beetles across the country without dying?
They come in the post in a box, and providing you get them out there fairly quickly and give them a feed, they're fine.
Where do the number 2 nibblers come from? 200 kilometres away in Whenuapai, Auckland.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sean Porgy, and you are now at the world's biggest insect farm. Woohoo! Look at this. Here we have something like 500,000 beetles, and we're breeding them up to sell them off to our farmers. So dung beetles eat dung, as their name suggests. So when you and I eat potatoes and broccoli and carrots and peas, and we get all the good nutrients out of it, the dung beetles eat dung, and that's got the same sort of nutrients in it. It sounds horrible to us, but to a dung beetle, they love that. So New Zealand, at the moment, produces something like 100 million tonnes of cow poos a year. To put that into context, that's like stacking Olympic-sized swimming pools with poo, head to tail from Cape Reinga all the way down to Bluff.
New Zealand? More like Poo Zealand.
So this cowpat, if you looked on the top, it's just looking like an old cowpat, but because it's had dung beetles eating it, if I lift it up, look at that, it's all gone deep underground.
Back at the farm, Rob keeps an eye on old beetles to make sure they're still healthy.
What do we have here?
I set a dung beetle trap up last night, so it's just a bit of grass, nice fresh cowpat to attract the beetles, and then this is what we caught last night.
Which countries are these ones from?
So these ones came from Europe.
New Zealand now has 11 kinds of dung beetles released to chew the poo.
Do you like having beetles on your farm now?
Definitely, and cowpats are all disappearing, so in another 5 or 6 years when the numbers really build, there'll be no cowpats left.
We got up close with cows, poos, and beetles. How amazing is it they can save the environment by eating poo? This has been Tyler, Chloe, and Caven reporting for KEA Kids News. KEA Kids News is covering the country with Brits, and we're coming to your town soon. Thanks to New Zealand On Air.